All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keegan from the CSL. I am very happy to be here with you today for our Little Rhodey Major. Our first match coming up today is going to be Outlaw North on your left, and on your right will be Ace. Now, both of these teams are fairly new. Ace has a little bit of practice underneath their belt since they played in the championship last year, but Outlaw North is coming out for their first event, and they're actually playing a man down. So this match is going to be 4-5. Now, all you guys at home that don't know how this works, it's not too hard to understand. As you will see in the center of the field, there is a red and blue flag on an X. The team's objective is to get to the X, grab it, and hang it on the other side so that way their team can win. If they're hit in the process, they have to drop the flag and the game continues. They earn a bunch of different points in the process. We don't need to get into that, but we're going to get started here. I think we just got the 60-second timer going off. I'm actually really excited for this event as a whole. This is our largest event to date. We have 15 teams out here, and I'm super excited. We have some vets, some new teams, and a very interesting layout, to say the least. If you guys want to see that layout, you can visit our Instagram page at csl.airsoft and give it a look. We're getting underway in about 10 seconds. We'll hear the timer. There it is. Let's see how this first game unveils. So immediate breakout, we have two advancing on Ace to about the 25. We have one going down for Outlaw North. That is the 15-second timer for the bonus points for flag. We're looking at, I believe, 2 on 5. We have another advancing up in the Dorito side. We got one more going down on Outlaw North from Snake 1. Snake 50 is making his way up on Ace's side. It looks like we have our last player going down for Outlaw North. And Ace should be able to make an easy hang on this one. Being a little extra cautious, you never know. Sometimes you think you got all of them, and they're just not quite out. Alright, so we are at 1-0, Ace leading. They picked up a total of 100 points in that last one. Outlaw North is going to have to figure out how they want to attack this game. If they want to stay in this as a real competitive team. I'm super excited that they're here and just trying it out for the first time in general, so
30 seconds.
Yeah. 30-second timer just going off.
20 seconds.
We have made a few changes to our format in this new season. One of the bigger ones, in my opinion, is a point bonus for grabbing the flag within the first 15 seconds. And you'll hear a beep when 15 seconds pass. In addition, we changed the time. Speaking of that bonus, Ace is picking that up immediately. That is our signal for the point bonus. Again, coming in with changes, we only have 3 minutes now instead of 4 minutes that we had last season. Games do go by much faster. And it looks like Outlaw North has gotten 1 or 2 guys from Ace down as well, which is great. That means they're making some progress. Just looking to see how they attack the third game. We are playing all 3 for the group stage. We are at 2-0 going into the third game. Ace will pick up 125 points for this one.
Seconds.
All right, we are ending our final game for the first match of the event. I'm gonna apologize in advance. So this is our first live stream. This is our first live stream. We're still trying to figure out a few things, and commentating for me is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Got a lot of stuff going on today, and I'm super focused. I'm trying to be both a commentator, a ref, and a fan all at the same time. We have a very good battle going on right now. We have one going down from Ace, one going down from Outlaw North. Ace is grabbing the flag. It's after the time, so they won't get that bonus, but they do get the 25 for grabbing it initially. We have all 4 of Outlaw North going down. Ace should pick up this final match with 100 points. Our next match coming up will be Infamous versus Ace. I'm sorry, that's not true. Our next match is going to be TSA versus Nebula. Hey, how's it going? So, like I said, a lot of things are changing this year, and I'm really looking forward to see how these teams are going to execute each match. This layout in particular, I feel, has geared the teams to be a little bit more aggressive. There isn't as much of a lane when you're looking down the snake side from home, which gives you a clear route to run snake 1 or 2 off break. I'm saying a lot of words. You may not know what that means. Just know that some of the players are going to be getting up to at least half the field very early in the game. Now this changes everything. This changes everything when it comes to strategy. When you have teams playing a little bit more aggressive, you have to figure out if they are going to, counterbalance the aggression with a turtle comp and just play a little bit more relaxed, or if they are going to try and match it with the same intensity.
broken glass while I'm thinking in my head. I mind my own, I don't even break a sweat. Oh, this madness is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street lights, under the street lights. I'm the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. Untold stories, they were left behind. Silent breeze, I got nothing on my mind. This madness is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street lights, under the street lights. I'm the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. You're the victim of your own mistakes.
Caught myself looking back again, remembering the things you said, the memories of love we shared, the talk of growing old together. We were meant to last forever, but I miss the nights we used to go wherever, staring at the sky, counting on the stars, getting lost in your eyes.
Hey guys, so we had a little hiccup with our scheduling, but we're back on track. So our next two teams is going to be TSA versus Nebula, and then we're going to have Oracle versus Goons. Infamous has a bye this round because they're in Group A. And Group A only has 3 teams instead of 4, so they get a free bye. If you want to look at the bracket and kind of follow it with us, that's fine. It's challenge.com/LRM. That's challenge, yes, CHALLONGE.com/LRM. Now, with these two teams, they played in the majority of last season, and they have something to prove. Nebula, on one hand, has been trying to improve. I've talked to Dylan, I've talked to a few of their guys, and I know that they're really working to get their team to execute a little bit better. And TSA is trying to do the same. Part of this means that, you have to figure out a new strategy. TSA has been playing high-level airsoft for the last, 2 or 3 seasons, and with this last season, they fell short on a lot of events, coming up 2nd, 3rd, and I think 4th in one event last year, whereas Nebula has actually been raising the bar from event to event and, kind of raising the ranks. Both of these teams were in our top 10 last season as well. So there's a lot to take into consideration for this match. On your left will be Nebula, and on your right will be TSA. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. We have our stream specific sponsors, Blowback Masters, TakeOne Airsoft, and By Bert. Full Auto Airsoft as well, hooking us up. They're the reason why we really were able to do all of this. And in addition, we have Full Auto Only, Kill House, and I believe that's, and AirTac Customs. Can't forget these guys. They have been one of the biggest innovators with our sport right now. You know, with their upper, it pretty much does the work for you, right? Slimmer profile, very straight, and then with the SpeakyV collaboration and that aluminum frame, it's very sturdy, so you don't have to worry about too much. Definitely recommend getting yourself one of those AirTac uppers.
10 seconds.
We are getting into the final 10 seconds before we break out. And we are off. And immediately we see a similar breakout, both in D3 and Snake 2. Snake 2 from TSA taking out the Dorito, and the Dorito taking out the Snake for TSA as well. So we're looking at 3 on 5 at the moment. TSA has all 5. There's another one breaking or coming off the field for Nebula. We should be looking at 2 on 5. Make that 2 on 4 with 1 coming in. 2 on 3. The flag being taken by TSA as well. We have a pretty good spread on the TSA side. We have 1 in the back corner. We have 1 close up on the D side and 1 at the flag as well. We have a no-hit call on TSA as well, so unfortunately they're going to be losing 100 points here. But they can still deny points to Nebula. We have 1 going down for Nebula, and that might be the rest. All right, so we are going to be switching sides here.
60 seconds.
Now, another big update that we had for our format was our penalty system. So last year, along with a few other formats, we were doing was pretty much a standard. Each player would have a set amount of no-hit calls that you could have, whereas now we have changed it to a team penalty. So if you get penalized, the flag's thrown on you, it goes against your entire team instead of just that player.
Seconds. 10 seconds.
Horn goes off, and it looks like we have a clean break on both sides. We have 1 going down for TSA and Snake 2. A lot of crossfire here. A lot of communication, which is super essential. Now, neither team are going to get the bonus for the flag. So the maximum anyone can earn here is 100 points. TSA really needs to pull this out if they want to take the advantage for this match. Right now they are losing 15-0. We have another one going down for TSA. I can't quite tell if we're looking at, there should be 2 on Nebula's side. I think we have 2 on TSA. So we have just kidding, I see 1 in Snake for TSA, so it's 3 on 2. We have 1 going down for TSA and Snake. 1. We have a step out of bounds plus a kill So unfortunately, you can't wrap around to end the game, but it looks like we have a full sweep for TSA. They're going to pick up the points here, assuming they make it in time. And they claim the full. We're claiming the full 100 points for TSA, and we're going to be moving into our third match. Like I said, this is super essential for the TSA guys because they now have the point advantage for this match. I really don't expect much less from these teams. Like I said, they're vetted teams. They've been playing. They know how the format works. They communicate very often with us and ask the right questions. So I'm not surprised that they're really pulling everything out on this field. And just goes to show as well, like we're getting down to only 2 players on either side or 1 player on either side. So it's something to be said about Nebula improving since last year. But again, TSA is trying to step up, and they knew they needed to clutch that win for the second match. So we have one more going. We have 2 going down on TSA side. So we have 5 on 3 right now. It's a bit of a rough spot for TSA, but they might be able to pull it out. A ton of fire going down. Also to be expected with how our format is working. And I can see our castle right in front of us. He's trying to shoot that snake corner, but he can't quite flip him. You have to be very mindful of that as well, because if he peeks out just a little bit too much, he's going to get hit in his pack. In terms of positioning, we have snake corner for Nebula, snake 1, and the castle. For TSA, we just have the corners and home, so the back 3. We have 1 going down for Nebula. I'm not sure if we're looking at, well, we got 1 more going down for Nebula, so it could be a 3-on-3 or a 2-on-3. We have 1 moving up. We have a step out of bounds for TSA. Flag grab for Nebula, clutching the points, which is super essential now. This will end up deciding whether or not they take this match. I believe we're looking at 3-on-2, 3-on-1, 2-on-1, 1-on-1. Nope, sorry, 2-on-1. We still got 2 for Nebula, 1 for TSA in the corner. He's trying to clutch it up. Will he be able to get it? We are getting a flag called off. That is the match. And we have 1 alive for Nebula, plus they have the flag grab. Let's see what our final points will be. Final score. Comes to 120 to 85 for TSA. Alright, so like I said, the score does come out to 120 to 85 in favor of TSA. Now, if Nebula could have pulled that out, I'm pretty sure they would have ended up getting just enough to beat out TSA in that match. One of the things that I like the most about our group stage of the event is that it comes down to points. You have to earn enough points in order to advance to the next round. And the same with winning your match. You have to actually get all of the points in order to win that round. So we have 3 people on Oracle. One of their guys does not have an OEM chin strap, which is a requirement for us, so they won't be able to play this game. They are trying to get a chin strap right now from another team, so that way they can come back onto the field and play. But that does mean Goon starts with 10 points because they are down 2 players for Oracle. We have game 1 going underway. Goons is going to grab that flag early. They want the points, but they are also going down 1 for their snake side. Now, Goons could play super aggressive here just to say, hey, we have more players. Might as well sacrifice 1 and go for it. But instead, they're playing it a little safe. There's 1, 2 going down. There should only be 1 left, I believe. He's going to come around for the sweep. Just kidding. And he gets the aim. So, Goons gets 2 bonuses here. Not only does he get the flag bonus. Yeah. Not only does he get the flag bonus, he also gets the bonus for hanging the flag with a live player. So that's an additional 25 plus 15. Short math, we have 40 points.
I don't know how to do that.
Math is not my strong suit. It's like everything's calculated for me. So, but yeah, they're getting a lot of points on this, which is great. That's what they need in order to pull away.
I'll bring a calculator next time to add the points.
30 seconds.
30-second timer going
20
off.
seconds.
20. Coming down to the second round. I believe Oracle is still playing with 3. Their 4th guy needs to get that strap so he can get back into the game. And we're off. They're electing to send 2 people forward early. And 1 is going down for Oracle. Can't quite see the X player. He goes down. Snake goes down. There's only 1 left for Oracle. with only one going down from Goons. Sorry, make that 2. We have 3 on 1. He's bunkered down pretty hard in the corner here. Goons is going to have to make a pretty aggressive push in order to get him out. We're making the push up into the castle here, trying to keep him inside. He gets hit in the process. Snake is going down. We might see a very big clutch, game-changing move right here with Oracle. If he can clutch this 1v3, 1v4, then I would be super psyched. And as soon as I say something, it's the commentator's curse. He goes down, and it looks like it will be a clean sweep. You just need to grab the flag, hang it, and we will be going off to the 3rd game. Goons has 2 alive at the end of that. They are very fortunate in this game where they're going to end up racking up a lot of points. And it looks like the 4th player for Oracle has come back. So things could change a bit. I think what Oracle needs to do here is actually play just a smidge conservative. Fill the back 3 spots, throw someone a little bit further ahead, whether it be into the Snake or into D3, just to cover your bases, and then stay alive. I mean, at this point, you can just deny the points to Goons, or you can go ahead and try to win the match. Especially if you get the bodies early. If you get the bodies early off the field, then you can really be a little bit more aggressive and then clutch the game. I think in the end, they end up losing this match, but getting those points could help them in seeding for the final stage. Because again, it's all about points for this group stage. I'm not ignoring you guys in the chat. I'm very curious to see who you guys think is going to win each round. Make sure to join us in our chat and let me know what your outcomes are going to be. Zombie, I see you in there. Scotto, what's up, big boy? I'm happy for you guys to be here, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you need anything, you have questions, feel free to ask us. Be more than happy to give you some answers. There is a schedule. The schedule is actually not in our description, but it's at www.challenge.com/LRM. Goons is acquiring the flag early, and he grabs. We have a flag going down. I have a flag going down on the Goon side. Looks like Casp number 1 here, coming up very aggressively, and Envy is actually shooting his own teammate for this clutch. It's unfortunate, but it is how it is. Friendly fire is a thing, and game 3 is done. So just getting a little clarification from one of the refs. The flag was thrown on Oracle. On your screen now, the wonderful, the only CSL merch. We have a bunch of stuff in this, well, maybe not a bunch of stuff, but we have a bunch of hoodies, patches, and beanies that are available for purchase. If you are coming to the field today, we are doing special prices. Instead of $55 for the hoodies, they're only going to be $50. And we have the limited Little Rhodey patch that is dropped today. It's only in person. It will not be online. Those are going to be $10. If you know somebody that's here, you better message them and say, hey, grab me a patch. Our next two teams is Free Agents, who will be on your left, and Murder Inc., who will be on your right. So our teams, like I said, we have Free Agents on your left and Murder Inc. on your right. Both of these teams come from the same area, so I am actually mega curious to see where they fall in this match, because it could go any way. It could be that, you know, Free Agents pulls this out. Murder Inc. is our reigning champs for last season. They took the majority of first place for the events actually last year as well. So they're going to be a very hard team to beat. And since they practice against each other, Free Agents should have a better idea of how they operate. Now, will it be a real advantage? I don't know. I've been to the field where they practice, and it's not as big as the field that we're playing on today. Free Agents hasn't been a team as long either, so they might have a hard time adjusting to the size of the field and also getting some of that team chemistry with communication. Whereas Murder Inc., super vetted team, they should be able to pull this out. And again, they are our reigning champs. We'll have to find out. We have 20 seconds until the timer goes off. I believe Nebula is the only team from PA. I don't think I have any other teams from PA at the moment. We are off. A ton of fire going down. Murder Inc. is taking the flag early, and they get that bonus. He's looking back for his support to see if he can move. He retreats just a little bit, try and secure so that way he doesn't get shot in the X. Smart move. We have a few bodies going down for either side, but a very clean breakout for both teams. We have one going down at our Blowback Masters arrow. The castle also going down. We got a lot of fire going here. And that's going to be it. They get 5. And the hang. 3 left for Murder Inc. on that last one. So there's a lot to be said here, right? Free Agents were able to play a little bit more aggressive and get 2 bodies, which is great. They got one of the supports along with someone, I believe, on the Dorito side. It's a big deal, especially as a new team. But now we have to figure out if they can repeat the same process or if they want to switch it up and try to play it a little bit more safe. 60 seconds was, or did sound off rather. Waiting for the 30-second timer. A lot of communication for both of these teams, at least that I can hear from up here. A lot of shooting. That's one thing that Murder Inc. does really well, is that they lane very hard. Very hard. They're not afraid to just throw BBs out there and see who can catch them. Ten seconds. We have a pretty good break. Again, we're getting that early flag from Murder Inc. We're going to see the punish. Maybe not. He reaches for the flag, but it's not there. He doesn't know if there's someone on the other side. They're trying to communicate, but I don't think they hear it just yet. He does retreat. And we see a flag going down on Murder Inc.'s side. So it does hurt Murder Inc. in this instance. You know, you're losing all the points. And like I said in previous matches, you can deny points now. So if you stay alive, you can deny the points for the other team. So free agents have to figure it out. They gotta get up the field, grab the flag, and hang it. They need to get as many points as possible here. And their X-player is going down. We have one more jumping into the snake, filling the spot. One going down for Murder Inc. as well. We have a pretty even match, I believe. It's either 2-on-2 or 1-on-2. Nope, it is 2-on-2. Two back line for Murder Inc., one in the snake, and one bumping up on the Dorito side for free agents. We have one going down for Murder Inc. We now have a 2-on-1. I'm sorry. We have one left here on free agents. I don't think he's realized it just yet, but he needs to find the flag. He needs to hang it so they can get the points before time runs out. And he probably only has a minute left or less. This is like one of the scariest parts when you're in a match. Like, everyone's dead. It's super quiet. You don't really know what's going on, and you're just trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out if there goes time. They're not going to clutch the game here, but you know, they made a really big statement. They made a really big statement. They just went against the big dogs, and they stopped them in their tracks. This is a very big win for free agents, and I think it's a statement to the rest of the teams that are here. Game 3 is underway. We have what looked like an even break, but we have two going down immediately from free agents, which is a huge loss for them. It is now 1-on-4 with Lou going down in the snake. Correction, 2-on-4. We have one at the arrow in front of me, one at home that just went down, so we're back to the original statement of 1-on-4. He's trying to figure out, he's gone, and this is going to wrap up the game for Murder Inc. They're going to clutch all 125 points for this round. You know, I think with free agents doing what they did, they kind of made a statement and put Murder Inc. so to speak, in check, right? There was a flag here I'm getting from one of my refs on the free agent side, but like I was saying, I think it kind of made him think for a second, like, hey, we need to step this up a little bit. We need to really clutch up and get this last round and really show people that we are still the top dogs. And free agents forced their hand for that last match. Now, if Murder Inc. didn't get that original penalty, then we would have seen the first full points made. That means 125 points in all 3 rounds. That's a pretty big statement to make. But, you know, sometimes you just don't feel where you get hit. A ref sees it, and that's all she wrote. Alright, we are getting into the last game of the first round. We have NYI making their debut and ECE, who's also making their debut, at least for the CSL. Now, if you guys haven't been paying attention to the competitive scene, then let me fill you in. ECE is coming off a high. They just won the NSL event here at Extreme a few weeks ago. It's very fresh, it's in their memories, and they understand, like, there is 100% a target on your back now. They've done fairly well in the NSL as well. You have seen the progression throughout all the matches, but what you don't know is that NYI has been practicing just as hard as ECE. Now, they may not have the fanciest field, they may not have all the glitz and glam, but they definitely make it up with determination for the team. So I'm super excited to see how they play this out.
2 minutes.
2-minute warning going up. You got plenty of time. Relax. Sometimes let the jitters get to you. Get a little bit of nervous. Some butterflies. Hopefully no one vomits. Don't need that again. Yes, I said again. Can't quite tell who exactly is starting for who. I know when I'm at the breakout wall and you start to hear these timers, you're just like, dude, just play the horn. just let me play. That's all I want to do. Oh, I totally lied. This is not the last match of the first round. We still got another 2 after this. Alright, who you guys got? Everybody that's in the chat right now. Do we have NYI or do we have ECE? Who's your pick? Maybe if you're lucky and you get it right, I'll give you a patch. I don't know, I'll think about it.
Maybe he'll sign it too. Hey.
I don't know if I'm signing anything. Yeah, we're just having a good time up here in the booth. Major shout out to all of our refs as well. Like, I know I'm very privileged at the moment. I'm an AC, but the guys that are on the field, I mean, they're taking BBs. It's hot. They're sweating. You got to run all over the place. All right, we have an aggressive push for ECE. I was kind of expecting this as well. So they're going to get the extra 25 points for the early flag grab. We have one in Snake 1 for NYI. They just lost one of their players, and they lost their snake. We got another one going down. That's 2 for NYI left, and I believe all 5 for ECE. We're doing a little bit of a retreat for ECE. It looks like we have an out of bounds at Snake 50 for ECE. Who's getting pulled off the field. And it looks like our last one for NYI is going down as well. And we have the flag hang. So ECE is going to pick up 125 points for their first game in the CSL. Congratulations. I'm happy for you guys. NYI is going to have to pick it up a little bit if they want to stay competitive in this game. Yeah, I'm so happy I don't have to add this. Math is not my strong suit. Again, some of you guys that are watching, you may not know how this game actually works. Let me give you a quick rundown. We have 5-on-5, and their main objective is to get the flag located at the center of the field. It's a little hidden at the moment, but that's okay. You'll see the guys diving in and trying to grab it. Now, if they get hit while they grab that flag, they must drop it and walk off the field. They are out. Same goes for anyone else on the field. If they get hit, they should be walking off. Now, the people that aren't walking off and you see a flag, that is a penalty. They're losing all their points. That player is getting taken off, and we keep moving. Once they successfully hang that flag on the opposite side, our game will end. Or, if 3 minutes is up, the game is over. 3 minutes is not a lot of time. You might think, like, especially if you're sitting there and you're just waiting 3 minutes, you're like, dude, this is taking forever. But when you're on the field, everything is going so much faster. You don't realize it. You got adrenaline pumping. You're all sorts of, like, weird inside. And we have our breakout. Still looks like we have clean 5 on both sides. ECE is going to go for the early point again. We have one dropping from NYI, and he's running off the field. I'm not sure if I have one on the side for ECE or not. I can't quite tell. Seems like we're at a bit of a stalemate. What's interesting is I don't see anyone on NYI holding that Dorito side. No one is really watching that lane. You get a quick peek, but you're not doing a lot of shooting down that lane. We do have one going down from Crossfire. Another one going down for ECE, and one more for NYI. It's quickly unfolding. Looks like another one going down for ECE as well. We have 2 ECE, and it looks like 2 for NYI. Even match. ECE is on your left, NYI is on your right. He's moving forward for the snake. We have a hit going on the X for ECE. 2-on-1 advancement for NYI. Advancement for ECE into the castle. Don't know if NYI knows that just yet, but he has to be super careful because he could get pegged right here, and that's going to be the clutch that they need. This is going to be very important points for them. And that's game. The plus for ECE is they still got that 25 points for grabbing the flag early. I wish I had like Hawkeye vision or like X-ray vision. I could see through all the bunkers and give you the correct count every time, but I'm not that great. I'm only normal. I'm not Superman. We ended up with 3 alive on NYI on that last one. It was a pretty close match. So, because they got that flag grab early and the bonus, they actually won that match by 15 points.
60 seconds.
If you would like to see the bracket, you can go to challonge.com/LRM. I'm not saying that it's weird, it's just how it's spelled. challonge.com/LRM. That's the one. You know what? I'm going to see if I can get this typed into the chat.
30 seconds.
So that way you guys can click it. I don't know if hyperlinks work in YouTube chat. I've never tried. We'll find out. Got a clean break both sides. Heavy laning from NYI. One going down from NYI as well. No bonus here. Seems like ECE wanted to play it a little bit safe. Instead of taking those points early, they must know they have the advantage. 2 bodies going down from ECE. 2 bodies from NYI going down. So we have, I believe, a 3-on-3. And look at that, we have a bracket in the chat. If you want to follow along, we are in the Group C, I believe, Match 2, Round 1. That's a lot of words. I have one at home for NYI, one at the plus. For ECE, I have one in Snake 50. D3, I believe home. A wraparound, he's going to grab 1, and he's going to grab 2. And the hang for ECE. Game, game, game. Alright, so we're coming into the last two games of round one. We're a little behind schedule, but that's kind of okay. I think these games are actually going to pick up just a bit. Going into the second round, too, here's some decent matchups. Let's take a quick look, shall we? I'm going to look at it on my phone. I apologize. I know I shouldn't be on my phone, but it is what it is. So going into round two, decent. We see Tier 6 versus No Sleep in Group D. Looking forward to that. I am looking forward to both NYI versus Murder Inc. and Free Agents versus ECE. And that's in Group C. Looking at Group B, TSA and Goons. Goons did relatively well. They did play against a team with one down, but execution was still there. TSA, again, they have proven themselves throughout the prior season, so I'm curious to see how they perform. And then finally going into Group A, Infamous will make their first match today since they had a bye in the first round. So I'm looking forward to see what they got going on. On your right, we have No Sleep. This is actually the A team for NYI. And then on your left will be FTA or Flawless Technique.
10 seconds.
So I have one going into the X early to grab that flag, one going down for FTA as well. One entering the Snake from No Sleep. Going down in the X. There's one left. There he goes. And game. I believe we have 4 bodies left for No Sleep in that last one.
Seconds.
Have to make a few adjustments on the field. The runner from FTA did hit the
20 seconds.
he did hit the arrow, so we got to readjust it, but we're good to go now. We currently don't have a penalty for major obstructions or moving of structures. Maybe something we consider in the future, but for now we do not. And we are breaking out. Seems like we have a clean break for both sides here. The bonus has gone. No one is claiming it for this one. I see 2 people at least coming off for NYI, so we got 3 for them. And I have, I believe, only 1. That makes 2 down for FTA, so it should be 3 on 3. We got 1 going down for FTA as well. 3 on 2, I believe. Yeah, we have the back 2 for FTA, home and snake corner. Now there really isn't a ton of pressure for NYI to push here. There really isn't. They can kind of just wait it out, and that's what they've done. We have a line being stepped over. He's out of bounds. That's kind of okay. He got pulled off the field, no harm, no foul. And we have a sweep for NYI. They're trying to get the clutch. making sure they run so they don't run out of time, and they have clutched up. So we did have an out of bounds for NYI. Again, it's not like he shot anyone after he had stepped out. It was very, very quickly addressed. It was right in front of us, and he was taken off the field. So again, no harm, no foul. We're still moving on. 60 seconds is going up.
60 seconds.
So you can see there's progress being made here from FTA, considering they got 2 more bodies on that last one. They didn't play as aggressive, which I think is what benefited them in the end. Now, you've seen 2 teams thus far pull the same move, going to the X, grabbing the flag, and then running back for a little bit of cover. When you're in that X, when you're on the field, like it's kind of a dead zone, you know, and that's how we wanted to design it. We wanted to make it somewhat easy to get into it, or at least bump once, but getting out of it was going to be a little bit more difficult. So I think it's, for FTA at least, I think it was the right move to not go for the flag initially. Again, we have one going in for the X. He grabs it early, but we have another one going down in the D side. If they're going to send someone into the X, I don't think they need to have 3 people in the front line. Probably should have stayed at D2 where Bands by Bert is, and it would have been a little bit safer. We have another one going down for FTA. Looks like they only have 2 left. One going down again. He does not grab the flag, but he does get hit out. All of FTA has gone down. They just need to pick up the flag and carry it forward. Four left alive. So we are moving into round 2 of the event. We've just finished up round 1. No Sleep took that last match. I didn't even know this was on me. Den just decided, hey, let's look at Keegan for a while. I'm just wrapping up the scores, trying to figure out where we're going to be going after this. FTA, like I said, they did a good job. I'm actually kind of proud of them. They played aggressive. I think they just made one mistake, which was sending too many bodies forward that early. If they could just be a little bit more conservative, it probably would have benefited them a little bit more. So, right now we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. It's not showing up on our screen, but it could be showing for you guys. So, if it's showing for you guys, give me a thumbs up real quick, and let me know how's it going. Where's everybody at today? What states are you guys from? Where are you watching from? Are you in the U.S.? Are you outside of the U.S.? I know NSL is doing an event today as well in the EU, so we might not have everybody, but that's okay. Alrighty. I mean, they are in Europe, so I guess that kind of makes sense, right? They're like 7 hours ahead of us. I know there's a bit of silence here too. I'm trying to juggle a few things. So on your screen should be, I'm forgetting it, NGSS, New Generation Speedsoft, who is on the right in purple, and on your left in black and white is Tier 6. Tier 6 has been trying to, you know, climb the ranks in the CSL, and they really managed to do that last year, and they ended up clutching a few podiums last year, I believe. But this is NGSS, their first event. We got a big crash going down into D3 here for Tier 6, and a pretty solid breakout for both teams. So we got the early grab for Tier 6, but he does sacrifice himself in order to do so. I believe we're looking at 4-on-5 at the moment. Make that 4-on-4. We have the back 3 for sure for NGSS, back 3 for Tier 6, and then we have one up here at the D3. Hey, big props to Jonathan for getting that flag. He's a bigger dude, and getting up there quick is not the easiest thing to do. Not to mention, he's like way taller than me, and I'm pretty sure he's like folding his body to stay underneath that X. So we have a player being pulled for Tier 6. Didn't look like he was re-engaging, so no flag was thrown. Ref just notified him like, hey, you got hit. I also looked over late. He could have asked for confirmation, so there's that as well. The one thing that we will do is if you need confirmation for your hit, then that's fine. We'll be more than happy to do so. Now we have the D corner who's peeking very wide, and there is a little gap. That's game. We run out of time. Looks like we ended up with 3 for Tier 6, and I think there was 3 or 4 for NGSS. Okay, official count, 4 for NGSS and 3 for Tier 6, although Tier 6 got the early hang, so they won that, or not the early hang, the early flag grab, so they won that one by point.
30 seconds.
seems like NGSS definitely has something to prove, being the youngest team in the league right now. The majority of their players are 12 or 13, so they're still young. They're still trying to figure it out, but they got the heart and determination to kind of get there. So if they keep it up, they should be in good shape. It looks like we have Dread from Tier 6 who is trying to prep to go to the X, but he has a bit of a jam. He's good now, cleared his gun. There's Pistol. We got one going down for NGSS. We should have 4 and 5 here. A lot of crossfire. Again, we have the D corner that's playing very wide, but luckily they're not looking down the wire for Tier 6. Dread is going to get hit there after he grabs the flag, so they'll still get the 25 points, but it's not the bonus. We have some advancement up on the D side for NGSS. They have 4 alive. They still have 4 alive for Tier 6. It looks like Tier 6 is kind of owning the snake at the moment. NGSS does not have a player in the snake, so you could see some early advancement. Seeing a lot of fire going down onto the D side. He's shooting at D2, where By Bert is. He's kind of bunkered in place. Can't really look out. Getting some battles down on the D side. They're starting to realize that we have, a lot of mirrors. And one going down on the D side, D3 on both sides now, taking that loss. Should be looking, and that's game again. Time has run out. Tell you what, man, these kids got something to prove, that's for sure. And I mentioned this earlier too. The play style for this is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. And we had 3 alive for both teams here. Again, Tier 6 grabbing the flag, super essential here because they are still getting those points. So Tier 6 will be taking 2 games to none. Points are looking at 90 for Tier 6 and 20 for NGSS. How's the stream looking for you guys? How's everybody's feeling today? Who are you rooting for? Talk to me. Alright, we're getting into the last game. 10 seconds just went off. And we're going silent for 5. And we're off. We have 3 shooting heads up for NGSS. And they are losing their snake corner at the same time, whereas Tier 6 has a clean 5. They're playing conservative on this one. They know they're up by points. They're just going to let it run out. They have got another body off of NGSS, so they're up 2 kills here. If NGSS can clutch up and knock some bodies off, they could play hyper aggressive, grab the flag, and score, and that could put them in the lead. We're only looking at 2 kills per team each match, at most. No one's gotten to that 3 kill mark yet. Tier 6 did do a good job with getting those flags, but again, I would like to see a little bit more aggression. I'm sure if you made some minor advancements, you'd be fine. Tier 6 losing 1. Wavy is filling that spot for Dread at home, hoping to get that D2 out. That's giving a little bit of trouble right now. We have one going down for NGSS. That D2 is down. It should leave a lot of room open on the D side to advance. Snake Corner's trying to hold it down as much as possible, but now he's gone, leaving it very open. D-side should just run it up. If I was them, that's how I would be playing this. I'm moving up to the castle and getting that flag, or at least securing the kills for my team to advance forward. We have one going down for tier 6. Again, if D-side can push up a little bit harder, they'll be able to get their last player who's at home. That's game again. No one has grabbed the flag here, so they will not get the additional points. They will not get the additional points. We do have 3 left here for tier 6. 2 on the D side, and then 1 at Snake Corner, and they will end up taking the win for this round. Final points come to 110 for tier 6 and 25 for NGSS. Alright, we are moving into round 2 for today's event. We are starting the round with Infamous on your right and Ace on your left. Again, I want to thank all of our sponsors who have helped us today. JT from Tier 6 is with us today in the building, so if you're at Extreme, come say hi to JT. He'll be more than happy to say what's up. John from Full Auto Arena and Full Auto Airsoft is here as well. You can go talk to him. He's always going to be with the NYI guys. We are throwing 2 minutes up for the team. Put them on notice that the game will be getting underway soon. What do you guys think of the event so far? I know some of you guys have been here since the start. Do you think, aggressive is the way to go, or do you think that, chill, more laid back is the way to go for this layout? I'm curious to see what you guys think. We should be getting a 60-second timer any second. So about 2 weeks ago, we had a practice event here, and I had the pleasure of working with the guys from Infamous. They're pretty cool. They still have some stuff to learn. I got to do some clinic work with them and, show them a few tips and tricks, and I think that's going to help them a lot today. I think one thing the teams struggle with a lot, especially when they're newer, is their communication, right? You need to effectively communicate to your teams what's going on in the field. You can't just be like, yo, I'm going to go do this. Yo, I'm going to go do this. You got to actually have a little bit of purpose. You need to figure out what the kill count is, where they're alive, where you're getting shot from. If you need help, You know, you got to commute all this stuff. We got a clean break on both sides. Ace is playing a little bit more aggressive. They want that flag, and they've got it. They definitely got the early flag. 50 points is already on their side. You're still 5 up on both. You have a little bit more of an aggressive approach for Ace, since they have 1 at the 50. Seems like all 5 of Infamous is a little further back. I'd like to see how they are going to progress a little bit forward. Make some advancements, and as I say such, we have 1 of the Infamous guys moving up into the D2 from D1. 1 going down from Ace. He's in the snake corner. We're looking at 5 for Infamous and 4 for Ace. You see 1 at Snake 50. If he pops over and shoots the X, it'll be an easy kill for him. You just have to execute it. And I think one thing you could do too is, you know, the X is, or the flag isn't at the X. You can just tell your dude, like, hey, you know, there's got to be someone near there. Put them at least on alert. I'm hearing a lot from the Infamous side, but not as much from the Ace side. We're burning through a lot of time here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this game just is a stalemate and we run out of time. 1 going down as he moves up to G3 for Infamous. Four on 4. We probably have about a minute left, I would think. Just kidding. I am way not on schedule. We are done with the first game, and we have Ace taking the first one because they have the early flag grab.
60 seconds.
Going into game 2, trying to see if they're going to make anything else happen. Anything's going to change. More aggression. Maybe they shoot some more bodies off break. Not quite sure. It would be great if the Infamous guys could stop that runner to the X. It's going to be hard. There's a lot of cover is already at that waist height. They have a few tall guys that are on their team, so they might be able to reach over it. But we'll have to see if they can tag them. We have a big dive into that arrow, and he's down. We have big kills going down here. The front runners for Ace are gone. The time bonus is done. We're looking at 43. We have 4 on Infamous. Make that 3 on Infamous and 3 on Ace. They're heavy on the D side, but they're not looking down the D side. We got a big run here. 1, 2, and 3. He's going to grab the sweep, and that's going to be it. He just has to grab the flag, and the game will be over. This is a huge win for Infamous. A huge win. This is going to give them a very big lead in terms of points. So good on them. Now Ace could come back in the next one and, you know, and get those points back, but they have to really hold them in place. You can't give them any room to breathe. our total points for this match is 105 to 65 in favor of Infamous. So the lead isn't big, but it's just enough where if they were to turtle up a little bit, they could clutch the game easy.
Seconds.
Game 3 getting underway in now. Clean breakout on both sides. We do have one entering the snake for Infamous. No one's really looking down that lane at the moment, so he could push up pretty far, but his team's got to communicate that to him. Flag bonus is gone. The advancement from Ace to grab the flag, so he just gets the original 25. We still have 5 on 5. We have almost a mirrored breakout. Both D1 and D2, the home snake corner. The only difference is we have one in the X for Ace and one at snake 50 for Infamous. And we have D2 going down. Looks like snake 50 took him. Snake corner going down for Ace as well. It could be slipping away for them, especially with Beard here in front of us from Infamous. He's got a good trigger finger. I mean, he's gonna lay down a ton of rounds on you so you can't peek. And when you're in a small bunker like that, there's not much you can do except tell your teammates like, "Hey, I need help." Trying to see if Snake is going to move up a little bit. I don't think he knows that the corner is out, so he could push up and no one's going to be able to see him. Advancement from Ace to D2 from G1. Snake 50 is shooting at him. Can't quite pick him off. We have advancement up to the castle for Infamous. He's trying very hard. That's one. The flag's coming down. Looks like he hit his belt. Couldn't quite feel it. So even if Ace had a breath of hope, it was taken by that penalty. So it looks like I have 4 players still alive for Infamous and only 2 for Ace.
I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's a voice of violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming and silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crowd. You'll follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I'll find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I'll find you there. Yeah, yeah. You'll follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I'll find you there. Oh, oh. There's more to me. Anywhere I try to be alone, I'll find you there.
Alright, we are back. We have TSA versus Goons. TSA is on our left and Goons is on our right. They've actually been playing against each other for quite some time now, so they should have a good idea of how each team is going to be playing. They know the players, they know what their tendencies are. You should see a really good matchup here. Alright, we're off. We're seeing a big dive to Snake 2 and the advancement for the flag as well. And we're going to see the poison. We got one going down. They do get the points here for the early flag grab, but unfortunately not having that awareness shows that, you know, you're going to lose a body. And we have 2 now down for TSA. So we're looking at 3 on 4, I believe. We have a flag going down across the field on TSA, so that's their second of the day. They will be playing their next game, or I'm sorry, the remainder of this match with 4 players. So we're getting a little bit of a clarification on the penalty for TSA. So since it was just a technical, right, there's a muzzle flash on his tracer, which we have taken out. It's not a major penalty. It's just going to be a pull for the team. They can still start with 5, and they should be good to go. 60 seconds is up. Goons did take that last game. Catching all 5 bodies. And TSA did get the early bonus.
30 seconds. Seconds.
So since both of these teams are playing aggressive, right? You saw Casp and Heath for TSA and Goons respectively going for that center flag, which is what I love to see. You get that head-to-head, that poison call, right? Because if you don't, we have a pull on TSA, and Goons is taking the early flag. It looks like we have a false start here, which was why he got pulled. That body going down for TSA as well. The second body going down for Goons. We're looking at 3-on-3 here. Make that 2-on-3. I was fairly confident it's 2-on-3. Might be one left for TSA. And he is down. They're going to go for the hang.
Yeah! Six side!
Seconds.
Alright, so just getting a little bit of clarification on the pull for TSA. So it was a false start. He didn't realize that his bear wasn't against the wall, so he got pulled. 15 points are deducted for the false start, in addition to getting pulled for it. Trying to make sure that he's good to go. It looks like he got hit early on. So they're down a body early. Goons decided not to go for that early flag grab. Don't really need the points at the moment, but they are losing a body as well. No one has grabbed the flag just yet. And of course, as I say it, we have Casp going in to grab that flag. Now, we have two players from the backside of Goons that are down. The Snake 50, which is also going down now for Goons. We have an out of bounds, I believe, for TSA. He stepped over the line. A retreat for Gasp here, or Casp, on Goons. And I believe it's a 2-on-1. There we go, and he is out. They need a clutch up here, grab the flag immediately to claim the points. So they did clutch up for the third game. I don't know if it's enough just yet. Gotta wait for points to come through. And we'll find out if TSA made back from their point deficit. Now, the maximum they could have gotten was 125, and it looks like Goons already has more than that, so they will not be able to clutch up for this one. Getting into the next matchup, we have Oracle versus Nebula. 2 minutes going up for them. So it seems like there's been a bit of confusion on, or at least on TSA's part, when it comes to how to line up on the wall, the barrel not being against the wall. That's why we've seen TSA Heath get pulled in the last couple matches, because his barrel hasn't been touching the wall once the horn goes off. Little details make big impacts. That is definitely a thing. Refs are doing a wonderful job today. Eagle eyes all over the field. Very proud of the reffing staff here. I'm super excited to say that, you know, the majority of the guys that are on the field today are going to be with us for the entire season, traveling with us from event to event. Super, super great to have that consistency on the field, and I'm looking forward to seeing how, you know, the events improve because of that. Now we have 4 guys for Oracle off break, and one of them getting flipped trying to get into Snake 1. Doesn't quite make it. Bonus time is over. Another one going down for Oracle. Make that 3 gone. Only 1 left in Snake Corner, and all 5 bodies are still alive for Nebula. He does get clipped trying to make the transition. All 5 are gone. Nebula just needs to grab the flag, hang it, and they are cruising for a Game 1 win. Nebula is clutching 100 points. Oracle is still at 0 with no bodies since they didn't shoot anybody on the opposing team. They did not gain any points for that last round.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
10 seconds going up. Let's take a little look into the future here as this match gets underway. Games that are coming up next, we have NYI versus Murder Ring. Then Free Agents versus ECE. And then getting into Group D, we will see Tier 6 versus No Sleep. The next couple games are going to be pretty good. I think they're, you know, relatively well balanced in terms of skill for both of those teams. So I'm curious to see how they play and what the outcome is. We got 1 going down for Oracle, and I believe we have 2 down from Nebula. And 1 more going down, coming around for the wrap, and he snags the win for his team. They just need to grab the flag and hang it before time runs out. And there it is. Going into the final game, Nebula has a pretty significant lead at this point. I think they would have a really hard time. You know what? Let me not curse anybody by saying too much too soon. I mean, right now it's in their favor. You know, they definitely have the upper hand here. Doesn't mean that something couldn't go wrong, and Oracle could still, you know, find a way to be sneaky and at least clutch the last match. And at this point, they can deny points for Nebula, or they can try to go full on and get points for seeding. Or not for seeding, but for advancement.
10 seconds.
Looks like we have a clean breakout so far for both teams. All four make it to their bunkers for Oracle, and all five. We got two bodies going down early for Nebula and the Snake and the D3. No one's going to claim the bonus points for early flag grab. Looks like a third body is not. There's a third body from Nebula going down. Oracle's really trying to push it forward. Losing one. Still have three. We have a 3-on-2. We have both bodies going down. Snake going down for Nebula. Or I'm sorry, for Oracle, not Nebula, but for Oracle. We have two bodies on Nebula up. She's grabbing the flag, trying to be a little sneaky. She does get it, and that will be our game. That brings our total score to 300-30. Nebula wins. Got a few guys down there trying to wave up at the commentator's booth. It's a couple guys from Ace.
In the back of my mind, there's a memory. You were holding my hand tight, kissing on a moonlit street. And I've been missing you since then. Yeah, I still smell you on my sheets. Loving you is sweet, sweetheart. Losing you is killing me. Baby, I can't breathe.
All right, Murder Inc. taking the stage again. They are playing against NYI. I'm looking forward to this match. They did play against each other in the Speaky B regionals last year, so it's a bit of a rematch. I don't remember all the details from it. I was playing in that event, so, but I'm pretty confident that, you know, just like free agents did, NYI is going to give them a little bit of a run, or at least that's the hopes. Murder Inc. is a great team. It's undeniable. Their track record shows it, and
30 seconds.
you know, I'm not quite sure how we're gonna unfold it here. I really don't. I also got the guys from Ace trying to play rock paper scissors with me. I'm too good at rock paper scissors.
We're about to change it.
Game underway. We have 5 bodies up for Murder Inc. and we have 5 bodies up for NYI, I believe. I do see DJ here on the side, so he might not have made it to Snake. That's where he's normally playing. But Murder Inc. did end up clutching the early flag grab. Seems to be their go-to. They know they got to win the points here in order to advance. Something to keep in mind for everybody. I think we're still looking at 5-on-4. The back 3 for Murder Inc. plus D3 and the X. NYI, we have the back 3 and D2. Again, this is assuming that no one's in the Snake right now. Trying to make the advancement up to D3. Both bodies going down. There's still one left. And they trade out. 3 bodies still alive for Murder Inc. All 5 going down for NYI. Murder Inc. clutched the full 125 and the bone. Well, that's with the bonus flag grab. Matty Ice has also been known to be one of the more aggressive players here. So I'm not surprised that he ran down the side, especially since they gave him his moment. If you do give him his moment, then he's gonna take it. He's definitely an advantageous person, or at least when it comes to playing the game. So he's gonna make you pay if you don't watch him. And I think that's something teams can learn going throughout this event. Gotta watch Matty Ice.
10 seconds.
Hey, you ain't gotta call me Bozo. I'm doing a lot of things up here. I'm just saying. Doing a lot. Camera guy left me. What do you want me to do? 5 out for both sides. Again, that early flag grab. 1 going down for NYI. It looks like we have Snake Corner home D2 and Snake 1 losing the Snake Corner for NYI. We have the X back 3 and D2 for Murder Inc. Doesn't seem like they have anyone in the X at the moment. We have Matty Ice coming into the X. He is trading out with Snake 50, or he's getting shot from home, one of the two. Either way, it's a big bonus for Murder Inc. to clutch up this next game. With only, I believe, 1 left on NYI. Getting clipped. He's moving off to the side. Not too happy with himself. Sometimes it's just how it goes. Clutching up the second game. Again, grabbing the full 125 points. They're trying to go for all three. Let's see if they can get it.
This is so unfortunate.
30 seconds left until game starts.
20 seconds.
So a little bit of a change here. They sent Lou into Snake 1, and he goes down trying to trade out. We have 4 on 5. Bonus points acquired. TJ, also known as Que Pasa, has been shot out from the home. We're looking at 3 on 4. At least that's what it looks like to me at the moment. NYI could clutch up for the third game. One being called out. And Murder Inc.'s Snake 2. I believe we have 3 on 3 here. Bit of an awkward position for Chase. He kind of needs to move. So he's a little bit safer. He realizes it too. We have D2 gone for Murder Inc. Chase getting shot out at the arrow. Jumping over but gets shot in the process. We have what looks like just Matty Ice from Murder Inc. at the D1. He gets shot in the process trying to clutch that point. All they have to do now is grab the flag and they should be good. Make sure you get there in time. And that's it. NYI will clutch up the third game. Alright guys, we are going to give a 10-minute break for our refs so they can get some water, use the bathroom, maybe grab a quick snack. In the meantime, we are going to restart our stream so that way we can see what you're seeing and hopefully keep tabs on all the games. So we will be back. The stream will go down for about 10 minutes and then we'll come back to the live. See you in a little bit.